Are you tired of the constant fear-mongering and imminent market crash that you keep hearing about that's going to happen here in Reno-Tahoe and nationally? Well, I'm about to set the record straight. My name is Lessinger, and I'm a local real estate agent here in Reno-Tahoe. I've been selling real estate here for over 20 years, and we're going to give you 5 reasons as to why the market is not going to crash. Reason number 1 is what I call lack of inventory. And when I'm talking lack of inventory, I'm not talking about the number of homes that are currently listed on the market for sale. I'm talking about how since the market really crashed in 07, 8, and 9, for the last now 14 years, there has been an overall lack of new construction homes being built. So in a community like ours, where the growth of the population just keeps happening, but builders have not been building, and even when they do, they've been much more cautious. They've been building a lot less homes. When I first got into real estate, you could go to a new home subdivision, and they were literally just building homes as fast as they could. Nowadays, when you want to buy new construction, I have a client who's going to be closing on one next week. They bought this home almost a year ago. And so now builders want you to have bought the home, then they go build it. And so because of that, the overall inventory is just much lower. In our area here locally, there are roughly 110,000 properties. And in the last 14 years, they've only built 6,300. If I go back to the early 2000s, a normal year, we were building a little over 27,000 homes per decade. And now we built literally 6,600 homes in the last 15 years. So the inventory thing is going to be a huge issue. Mortgage statistics. We talked about this on some other videos. The giant majority of people that have mortgages on a house. 1, tons of people own them free and clear. 2, so many people have interest rates under 4%, and another large chunk of people have interest rates between 4 and 6%. And currently, it is really hard to find a rate under 6.5. You've seen it trickle all around this year in the last 12 months between mid-high 6s and low 7s. So a lot of people are staying put because moving up or down doesn't make sense because they're locked in a really good interest rate. The only people really selling houses right now, which is also part of why you have low active inventory, is the fact that it's a have-to market. As far as having a fantastic equity position, most people in our area, ever since the crash, and I kind of think the market started recovering and getting better now, so the closer to 2010 or 11 that you bought your home, you should be in a massive equity position. Prices have gone up dramatically over the last decade, and the only people here locally that potentially could be in a position of having little to no equity or even maybe slightly negative equity is if you bought your home in the last 6 to 12 months. And if you did buy your home in the last 6 to 12 months, you sure as heck shouldn't be thinking about selling your home at this point, because as we always talk about, real estate is a long game. So you should be not even worried about the short-term pricing, because like we said, 10 years from now, your house will be worth plenty. Another really good reason why we're not going to have a crash here is rents. My team does property management. We personally manage about 80 to 90 homes. There are almost never a vacancy. Rents never go down. And rent here in Northern Nevada versus the rest of Nevada and versus the national averages for rents, it doesn't matter if it's an apartment, a house, whatever it is, you're going to be more expensive here. And that housing affordability is just the biggest issue that we have here. So people are sticking in their houses, and you're not going to see this massive inventory hit the market, causing prices to drop, which goes right into the last thing, is that limited inventory on the market. There's a huge reason as to why people are not putting their home on the market. So if you're someone that's relocating here, your choices might be limited. So if you're looking out for your specific situation, by all means, reach out to us and we'll talk to you about that. But all these economic factors that we're talking about, there should be no reason economically why, with supply and demand, that we should see a crash in prices falling crazily here. With that being said, if you're enjoying the content we're putting out there, by all means, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And like always, we appreciate watching to the end of the video.